Hello, everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Jango Fett from Star Wars. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. All right, it's about time, right? Everybody's requesting Jango Fett. Jango Fett. Hey, when are you going to do Jango Fett? Hey, what about Jango Fett? Hey, Jango Fett. I'm just kidding. I do get a lot of requests for him. I thank you everyone for being patient. But the thing is, you guys request a lot, and I appreciate that. I love it. I'm never going to say slow down. Keep them coming, But because of that, that means sometimes it takes a while to get to the list. And again, that's fantastically great. I will never complain. But, in that aspect, in that same thing, just, please understand. And again, I'm thankful for that for those of you that do. But just please understand, sometimes it takes a long time to get to these lists because, like I said, it's great. Everybody's like, who do this and who do that? And sure, then I just write it down. It's like, yes, write it down. And that list is just getting longer and longer and longer. So I'm just slowly ticking them off as the list is growing. I'm not drawing as fast as I'm getting requests. Does that make sense? And again, I'm not complaining. It's fun because eventually we're going to do everything. It's just, that's how it is. I'm going to draw everything. It may take me 50 years, but we're going to draw everything. But anyway, the point is, it's going to take a little while, and just bear with me, be a little patient, and we'll get there. This is also going to be an exercise in drawing correctly. I don't mean to say not drawing correctly. I mean, it's an exercise in trying to draw a little bit better is what I'm trying to say. So when we see things naturally, it makes sense to our brain. We don't question it because that's what it is. You see your hand, never question it. If you draw it and you're off, you question it. You're like, ooh, that doesn't look right. There's no way that's right, So, same thing with your drawings. That if you were to look at a straightforward shot of me holding my hand up, like let's say this is here's the body, here's the head, right? If you were to straight on shot of me holding my hand up like this, straight at you, it would make sense. If I were to draw this and this was my hand, it would look a little weird. It would look like this weird stubby thing. So same thing with my drawing. I wanted Jango to be like quick draw, like pointing his gun at you. But if I were to draw straight pointed at you like that, it would work. But it's very easy to not get it right. Does that make sense? And that's what I'm trying to help you out with. If you just change your position, if you just move him just a little bit, it's a whole different story. And so, that being said, I decided to, instead of having pointed right at you as a gun, I'm pushing it off to the side like this a little bit. So he's not shooting at you, he's shooting at someone over there. So, that being said, it's still going to be foreshortened and it's still going to be smaller, but it's not, we'll see even that. Let me think about that. Let me change it a little bit because it still look like it's pointed a little high, a little. So there you go. Let's point it off this way and then shoot it up like that. So we're still, there you go. So we're still getting a dynamic range with it, but we're not making it look, I don't want to say wrong, but wrong. I don't want to say wrong, but I'm going to say wrong. And that's what happens. That's why you got to change things up. That's why you got to watch your your sketch. And this is also why we sketch before we do anything. Something like that. There we go. And I'm going to try to have him flying a little bit, but the problem is his pack is so far back on his back that you can't really see anything. So it's just going to be like his butt shooting out flames. You know what I mean? So we'll see what we can do. Okay, so sorry if I get a little quiet too, because I think I'm happy with my sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding details. And you know what? Let me see if I can find some decent details of his gun. I don't have really good pictures. Oh, that might be one. There you go. That's not too bad. There's one of him holding it straight up, so I could just like do. There you go. Got to get the positioning right, or the angle right. That ought to work. I think that's good for the sketch. Let me just finish up this gun, and we'll get going. That might work. So forgive me if it's not perfect. I'm doing as best I can. End of story. No, it sounded like I had more to say, right? Sorry. Oh, you know what? Let me add some details because he's got very specific details, right? Like his holsters over his armor. And then his his Crocs. That's what they may remind me of. I know they're not, but that's what they remind me of. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Let me erase some of these sketch lines and then we can get going. Yeah. I'm just going to lightly erase because I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencils. But the sketch worked out pretty well that I didn't really have to press down too hard. Because usually what I tell you is erase your sketchiness and keep your confidence. And the sketch is the first time I'm just placing things down, you know? And as I get more confident, I press harder. So the sketch erases much faster than the confidence line. So that's why I say get rid of your sketchiness, keep your confidence, just like you do in life. Okay, I think that's good enough. I think I'm ready to go. So I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. Again, finding things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but I left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Star Wars, hit that playlist right there, or just check out the playlist in general because I do so many drawings. Chances are I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So check that out. Hit the subscribe and definitely hit the bell. The bell is what's really important. Ding the bell. Ding-a-ling-ding-ding. Here we go. Okay, Sharpie pen. Usually I use it for the fine details of the face, but there's no face, so we're just going to draw the mask, and I'm just diving right in. I'm just going to get in with these points. And I'm going to thicken up some of these lines too in a little bit. But right now I'm just drawing I was going to say decisive, but definitive is what I'm trying to say. Definitive points to define the certain features, which are his face. And again, I've sketched this out, so that's why I kind of know where I'm going, and I can just go ahead and just draw willy and nilly by having this just floating on my drawing, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna have the side of his head. Oh, I almost messed up. Well, not really messed up, but I almost started drawing without a plan. Okay, so I want to do his little scoops to swoop up like this. Okay, and I'm going to do the other one over here on this side. It just swoops his face. That's right, swoop. I just termed that. I just coined that phrase. Why? How do you coin a phrase? What does that got to do? What does it got to do with a coin? Does that mean like you paid to have it? You purchased it? You purchased the rights to that phrase? Like you coin, change, something like that? I don't know. I'm overthinking it. All right, the next swoop-de swoop is going to be a little small one like that. And I guess I should draw the side. So I've got that laid out, right? Okay, so this is coming down. I like it. Okay, let's see. The other one, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the line first. I'm kind of jumping all over like which line I'm doing first. But again, I'm kind of following my sketch, so to me it makes sense. To me it works out. Scoop to scoop. Am I annoying you by saying that? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just say stuff over and over, and it's silly to me, but it might be annoying to other people because I'm just saying stuff over and over again. All right, so a little antenna up there. I'm gonna do another line at the top of his head just because I see it in the helmet and the pattern. So something like that. And I'm gonna draw the top of his head with this, and then probably come back with the bigger Sharpie because I want the lines to match what this is about to do. So I'm gonna thicken up certain parts. I'm gonna wait to thicken it up to see if I got it right. So let me see, I'm gonna try to draw this dome like this. And it's not too bad. A little round, so let me come on the inside and kind of thicken it up like this. There we go. So that's the nice thing about thickening it up is A, it's gonna match this, and B, I can kind of clean it up a little bit, you know? So yeah, it ended up being a little bit more round than like flat for his head, so I'm just gonna kind of cover that up with a thick line and see if I can make it work. If not, no big deal, I'm not worried about it. No one's gonna look at it and say, hey, that doesn't look right. And even if they do, doesn't bother me. All right, so again, thickening this up. Oops, a little too thick, but that's okay. Because again, because I know what's about to happen. I know that it's actually not too thick compared to this. All right, and if you're working with pencil, you don't have to do that. You don't have to thicken your lines up. I'm just explaining to you why I draw how I draw. All right, let's draw his little antenna thing, scoop. See, I keep making up all these words. Okay, cool, I like that. Right, so I'm not gonna color that in, nothing like that. I'm gonna let color take care of that. I'm just gonna keep going with the Sharpie here. So you can't really see his neck. I have him kind of tilted down on you. So, and his arms are raised, so that raises his shoulders, which is gonna raise this whole neck piece here. Or not neck piece, but the trapezius, right? That's apart from your neck to your shoulder. That's raised up a little bit because of the way he's got his whole outfit bunged up from his action pose here. Okay? And you know what? No, you don't, because you have no idea what I'm about to say, right? I'm going to draw his shoulder pads. This one's kind of raised because this arm is raised up. They're actually both a little raised, but this one's higher because this arm is a little higher. Okay, and I kind of want to draw his armor in so I can start drawing his cloth. Let's do this. I'm going to do this. This is his body armor cloth. Like the armor's attached to this cloth, which is over his shirt, suit, onesie thing. I don't know why it's like that. It's just the Mandalorian way, right? They've got sleeves over long sleeves. I'm going to draw his shirt like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw some wrinkles and folds because it's all bunged up right here from where he's got his arm creased up. I'm going to say this like the shirt seam right there. All right, looking cool. All right, so let's go ahead and draw this arm since we're out this way. And I'm just going to go until I can draw the, what do you call it? The gauntlet, whatever this thing does. So he's got a shirt on underneath that, like I said, and then the wrist gauntlet. Okay, I'm going to close it off over here. I'm more of a puller than I'm a pusher, so I like to go where it's going to be and then come back. If you can push, go for it. Me, I can't. I'm not that good. Okay, and it's mostly metal, so there's not a lot I can really do. I can try to add a little bit of the detail, and we're also on the underside, so there's not much here that I can see. But it's okay. Oh, let's add some creases to the material right there. Okay, so his hand is holding up a gun, and if you want to know why I placed it the way I did, go back to the sketch portion. I talk a lot about my technique and what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to draw the thumb over his knuckles, and then the handle is up against the back of his hand like that, coming up, and then the pinky, ring finger, middle finger, and then the index is in the trigger right here. So I'm just going to go do something like that, just to kind of put it out here. Now, the way I have his hand is the way I kind of want to do the gun. It's at an angle like this. I need to angle it back this way according to how I have his hand, just to try to fit the way it's flowing. Yeah, that looks about good. Yeah, something like that. And again, I'm just eyeballing, getting it straight. I'm not too worried about how perfect it is. Something like that. I'm going to close off his hand here, and I'm going to add some detail with the small Sharpie. It's hard to see any specific detail, but also, I'm sure I'm wrong. That stuff doesn't bother me. Being wrong. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna go the other side. This came out a little thin. I want to fix this real fast. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go the other way. And so again, this what do you call it? Shoulder piece is flat, but raised a little bit because of the way his arm is, like that. So let's see. Let me draw his chest real fast, just to give us an edge. You know what? Let's go ahead and draw. I said I wasn't going to do it, but let's go ahead and draw his armor. Just again, so we can have some placement of what's going over here. Okay, and I'm going to try to draw the exact opposite. not bad. Not bad. And let's see for the middle piece. The reason I keep saying not bad and complimenting myself and patting myself on the back is I don't have them in this position. I'm just looking at different sketches or different images and trying to put it back together. Like, okay, if he was facing this way, what would be here? What would be there? That kind of thing, you know? And that's why I will pat myself on the back, and you should too. When you're happy about something, go for it. Don't ever let anyone tell you, you're bragging. Yeah, I'm bragging. Look how good this is. Wouldn't you be bragging? Come on. Okay, so, shoulder. Right there, down to the sleeve. I'm gonna do the little short sleeve there, the little summer boba, you know, summer Fett. Right, because he's not boba. I meant summer Fett. The summer Fett, what do you call it? Country club short sleeve. You know, is when they're going out to the country club to go swimming, and he has got to wear his short sleeve. He keeps it with him all the time, right? So if he's got to take off his long sleeve, he's got a short sleeve. He's ready to go. He's always prepared, you know? Okay, so the crook of the arm is right there, which is also going to lead to the gauntlet. So let's draw the shoulder, the elbow up to this. Then again, it's metal on the underside, so there's not much I can really do. We'll just say there's you know, a little bit of leveling to it, right? It's raised up a level, down a level. But it's the underside, so like I said, I'm not too worried about details, because details are going to be on the other side. This is the under here, you know, everything else, the flamethrower, all that stuff, other side. And speaking of, I guess, should we draw like the tubes? That's one thing I can't see, or if the tubes are connected, like, because they go up the sleeve, you know. So I guess what I can do is draw. Let's do it over here, because like here it's going to go like back there, right? Here I can do this, and we'll do that. This will kind of define that there is something there. Same thing here. We'll do like this, at least to show that it's going back there, but we can't see it, you know? And actually too, now that I think about it, I think it kind of connects into something big right here, right? That's where it connects. We'll say there's another tube like that, but you can't see it because it goes back here and wraps up like that. There we go. I can live with that. That I can live with. Okay. Why it goes into a sleeve, I don't know. I guess he put all that on and then realized, oh, I gotta put my shirt on, and then had to put his long sleeve, his short sleeve over it. Oh, Jango. You didn't plan this out. Okay, so there's the back side of the gun, just like we did there, backside, and then we're gonna do the gun up, the fingers, the pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, and then up to the index finger right there. Okay, so that's gonna come up here, and that's gonna do one of these, just kind of like we did over there, as much as I possibly can. There's no way I can get it 100% right. I'm gonna close off this hand before I forget to. So this is going up like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and just draw it out like I did. Yeah, it looks about right. As right as I want to get it, you know. All right, not bad. It's bigger than that one, and maybe it's not perfect. Well, 100% it's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Let's just see if I can try to get it close. Something like that. we go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so now we got to move on to his oversized belt, which is going to be pretty easy. I'm just going to do pretty much something like this. And then I'm going to come back and add like maybe a pouch to it. But that's pretty much the extent of his belt. It's just these gigantic teeth. Look at it like that. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's finish up the belt. So it's going to come through like this. And go around. That's where it wraps in like that. And again, we'll say like because there's big, huge, gigantic like flaps that cover it. There we go, and that's his oversized belt. So that being said, now I can do his holsters over everything else. So I got to draw like little connectors right here to his crotch piece, and his crotch piece is going to be under the belt. Let me draw the belt so I make sure I don't draw through it like that. Now I can connect to his crotch piece right here, and see how I wanted to make sure that I didn't draw through that, because I wanted to look like those are over the little metal crotch piece he's got here. And I think that's attached by something else right here. So we'll do that like that. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw, I know it's like floating, but I'm gonna go ahead and draw his holsters like this. Same thing over here. Let's see, this one I'm gonna try to draw over something like this, because it's more on the other side of his leg than what you can see over here. And now he does have, and I'm drawing all this on top first, he does have floating metal protective pieces that are underneath all that. So again, that's why you want to draw what's in front first, plan it out, and you don't accidentally draw through the stuff that's on top, right? So now I can draw his cloth and his material pretty much like this, just as onesie, you know, and draw his leg out like this, and oh, you know what? I did accidentally draw something I shouldn't have. So these straps are also going across like this. So see how I had to draw through that? That's why you always want to plan it out first. It didn't quite work out for me, but I'm okay with that. I'm fine. So I can draw the rest of his leg down to his knee pad, knee protector, knee gauntlet thing. And also I like drawing the material like tied in, pushed in, because of all the stuff that's holding it. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna draw it up like that because it's baggy cloth, but it's being pulled tight by the straps and things that are holding it together. Same thing here, I'm gonna draw a knee pad. And I'm gonna come back and add some detail. I haven't forgotten all the other stuff. I'm just kind of glossing over real quick. But I wanted to just get us here, and then, well, let's do it. But now, because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna add just like a top like this. I'm gonna say that's to this side like that. The armor is gonna take care of itself. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna add some stress lines for the pants where they're being pushed and pulled. Same thing. It's just a lot of cloth being stretched because of the material that's over it. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw some shin guards Oh, let me draw his knee pad here before I forget. And this one does have a little bit extra. His little fiery things, whatever those are. Okay, so now we just got to draw a little bit of cloth right here, and that's it. Okay, that's not it. I'm just saying it's that easy. He's got his pants all tucked in to his Crocs. There's his shin guards. There's his cloth. Let me draw a little bit of detail real fast. I'm going to finish up this shoe and then we'll just go from here. He's got the protector over his laces, right? And then there's the toe coming in like this. This one's pointed out. That's why this one is more pointed out looking than how we're going to draw the other one. And you know what? Let me see if I can draw the jetpack too. So I was talking about that and I think we should do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So here, that's in the front. So as his legs turned, now it's going to be drawn like this, okay? So I'm going to come down this way. But we're seeing only the side view, see? There's the front, there's the side. Push it around, and what do you hide? I'm just trying to rhyme something. Okay, okay, so the pants. I don't know how those are attached. They're glued on, I guess. It's funny. There's so many times all that's thought through. When you get down to the feet, it's like, give him some Crocs. I don't know. We ran out of money for that part of the budget, Lou. Just slap some Crocs on him, send him off. George Lucas has got a film. Okay. All right, so let me add just a little bit of detail. Just kind of do like I did there, just a little bit of who knows what, you know? Okay, I like creasing the material, absolutely. Now, for his jetpack, man, I lost my words. There's not a lot I can draw because there's the back, it's where it's attached, but it's so far back there you really can't see anything. So I'm just kind of doing that. It's going to come back here, and maybe you're going to see like that much of the other part. But see, it just kind of like looks like a big hunchback. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of the edges like that. And I think like if we're going to make him like flying through the air, all we can really do is just kind of do like that, you know? Then we'll do the other one like it's shooting off this way. Then we're gonna add a little bit of fire like that. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Jango Fett. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.